Hey, what's up with you guys? I just wanted to give you an update on the Orgchart builder. So if you remember last week, I told you that, and you probably try out the tool. The tool was able only to analyze the sales function within the company. Now I added the HR function analysis feature. So when you click on add a new company, you're going to be able to, as usual, enter a company domain. So for example, I don't know, Figma.com for the company called Figma. And then what you're going to see here is that an additional drop down here at the bottom where you can select the function. So by default it's sales, but you can actually pick human resources, for example, and then you click create and you're going to get that org chart. Now I did this already. So here, for example, for Figma, you can see his is the sales org chart, but then from this drop down here, I can select human resources, and this is the org of the HR function for them. So that's new. I'm adding more and more functions. Many of you requested operations, IT, finance. So I think the next one coming up is finance. I'm working on that already. And then removing really the limitation on the number of employees that I know many of you require to need to analyze larger companies. Another feature that I wanted to show you here is that the editing feature. So you can, for example, let's take this org chart here, and as you examine the organization, maybe you know them, you know that, for example, this person, this Connor, is not reporting to John, but is rather reporting to Nadia. So what you can do, you can just drag this box. You can drag it, for example, from the face or the main name of the box, and then you can drag it on top of the new boss, right? And you see it becoming red. When you leave it, you're going to see that the reporting line change. And if you want actually to save this change, you can just click here on save and say the change will be saved. So that's sort of an editing. Many of you have requested to have a little more advanced editing functionalities that I'm also planning and working on and to build. The last thing is really the export function. So there is an export button here. Right now it allows you to export as an image. It wasn't really good at the first time. It was a little buggy. So I think I fixed it. Now if I click on export, you can see an image of the org chart. You can then copy paste somewhere, like in a PowerPoint, whatever. And now the image is should be really the right size and comprehend the entire org chart. It didn't used to be, so it was a little buggy. Should be fixed now. So these are the updates. As I mentioned, like next steps is really adding more function, probably finance and then IT and ops, and really then expanding to larger organizations. Really appreciate your feedback, thoughts. These are great. Keep them coming as you experiment. It's really exciting to build this with you guys. And yeah, enjoy your weekend and talk soon.